Welcome to the CEO Networks podcast, the show where we spotlight small business owners making big moves. I'm your host, Kira, and today we're here with Miss Heather, the lady Brazilianaire. How you doing today, Miss Heather?
I am wonderful. How are you?
I'm doing amazing. So today, Miss Heather's going to dive into her business and give you guys some tips and tricks and let you know everything behind being a lady Brazilianaire.
Mm-hmm.
So let us know some things about you, Miss Heather.
Well, hello, everyone who can hear the sound of my voice and see my face. My name is Heather, also known as the Lady Brazilianaire, and my mission is to instill in you that when you feel good, you look good, and when you look good, they pay good.
Ooh.
And remember, it's our business, never personal. Hello.
So before we get into the business aspect of your life, just let us know who you are, your background, about your family, your inspiration.
Well, let's see. Where do I start? So I have been a licensed esthetician now in Kentucky and Texas for 15 years. I have been seen on the Kelly Clarkson Show. I have been seen on NBC, Fox News, and CBS. I've also been seen inside of the Spa Show magazine as well as the Spa Queen magazine. Let's see what else. I have trained over 20 women who are now six-figure earners with my method, 100K in 10. So they each make $10,000 plus a month in their business.
Wow.
Let's see. Married with my husband and I, we have a total of 6 children.
That's a blessing.
Love all my children. One girl out of all the boys. Let's see what else. And I'm a girl from Kentucky. That's it.
A girl from Kentucky.
That's it. And who dibbles and dabbles in stocks and horse races.
Ooh, stocks. We're gonna have to talk about that.
Yeah.
I like that. Okay, y'all got a little tea coming for y'all.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. So I want to know, where did the name the Lady Brazilianaire come from?
The Lady Brazilianaire came from one of my mentors, Candace, six-figure spot chick. And because of my impeccable waxing skills, on average, if I really, really, really want to, this is not a joke, you can Google it, I can wax up to 120 men and or women within 1 week.
So I mean, you fast.
Fast. The fastest Brazilian wax I've done completed is 3 minutes.
You have to. Can I come?
Yes, ma'am.
It's gonna hurt.
It will leave let your soul leave your body for a quick second, but I promise you'll get it back.
And did that take a lot of practice?
It did. There are lots of repetition, consistency, just overall, just practice. Yeah.
A lot of trial and error.
Absolutely. A lot of dropping the wax.
Dropping the wax.
Yeah.
Oh.
Mm.
Oh.
But I learned very quickly. Whoa, wait a minute. No.
You did. You pushed on now. You're where you're at today.
Oh, yeah.
That's a blessing.
Oh, yeah.
That's amazing. Yeah. Okay. So can you take us back to the very beginning? What sparked your entrepreneurship journey?
What sparked my entrepreneurial journey? Oh, wow. My mother told me I was crazy. I went to Western Kentucky University. I was majoring in business at the time. And I was like, I don't want to do this. I want to do something else. I always had a love for pharmacy, and I thought, okay, well, maybe I'll go back to pharmacy. I'm a pharmacy tech. I didn't want to do that. So I quit. I told my mom, I was like, I don't want to count pills for the rest of my life. This is not what we're going to do. Well, how are you going to provide for your family? And I said, I want to be an esthetician. What is that? Again, I'm from Kentucky. At that time, there were not a lot of blacks doing this at all. What is aesthetics? What is that? I'm going to clear people's skin. So you're going to make $100,000 washing people's faces. I said, and waxing them. She said, girl, you crazy as hell.
Did it?
It did. I went to school. I graduated within 9 months. At the time, it was 1,000 hours. I finished within 9 months. I graduated. I started working in the salon that Tuesday. Booth rent was $40 a week back then.
Well, that was cheap.
Right. I was doing $10 cluster sets per person. But I was going. And I worked my way up, got my first salon, kept going. And my 6-year mark, I gave my mother my tax return. And she said, whose numbers are these? I said, mine. I had grossed $180,000.
Surpassed the 100K.
She said, she looked at the paper. She said, you did this. And I said, yes, ma'am, I did that. She said, do it again, and walked off.
Huh?
Well, your first 100,000 is your hardest. She said, do it again. Did not crack not one smile. Didn't say, I'm proud of you, nothing. Do it again. And walked off. Okay. So every year I kept going up. And she said, now you got it. Here we are, 15 years later.
And how old were you when you started that journey?
I was like 22, maybe.
You only 25 now, so it's just, what you doing, girl?
Thank you.
Yeah, she's 25.
I am.
She look at y'all.
I am. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Loving it.
Okay, so was there a specific moment or challenge that made you say, I have to do this on my own? Like, this is what I have to stick to. I'm all in 100%.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
When I buried my mother. The week prior to her passing, she finally looked at me and she said, I'm proud of you. She said, you did something that I was afraid of doing, and you did it on your own. She said, all I knew is what I taught you, and that was to go to school, get a good education. She said, but you did it without it. She said, I'm proud of you. And I said, now I got to keep going. I have no choice. And Mama said, I'm crazy, so I'm crazy.
She crazy, y'all.
Hey, literally, everything I've done thus far in my career, it sounds crazy, but it got me to where I am.
A blessing.
Yeah.
A blessing. Y'all, she have her mini-me. She over there recording this.
She's
amazing. She's a photographer, and she's going to grow up to be just like her mama. So that's a blessing to be.
I'm going to pray for that right now.
That's a blessing to be an inspiration to your kids, y'all. You gonna come say hey? You gonna just come say hey? You shy? Say hey.
Jag ska be fan, this var 3. They usually get my hands in.
I asked her, what did she want to do when she got older? And she said, own a business.
Really?
And I was like, oh, okay, really? She said, yeah, you did it, so how come I can't do it? I said, hey, do it.
Do it. That's the best way.
Do
What
it.
you want to do? What you want to do? You know yet?
Yeah.
What you want to do?
Culinary.
You ready? You watch your mama owning her business, her ups and downs.
The whole thing.
The whole thing. That's good. You're so young. That's a blessing to have that mindset, bro. You don't want to go work at McDonald's or nothing. You want your own.
She said no.
I want my own business.
Yes, ma'am. I know y'all. So let y'all kids watch this. How old are you?
10.
She's 10 years old. She wants to be an entrepreneur. That's some.
She's been with me in the office since she was 2. So everybody who, came around, they know her and my son.
Really?
And I taught her the behind the scenes part of it, the computer part of it. That's what she knows. My son knows the upfront part. He knows the customer service part about it. So both of my children are actually on my payroll.
Can I get on your payroll? Just wait. Yeah, that's some amazing parenting right there.
Oh.
That's a blessing. Okay, all right. So I got some more questions for you, but I want to get into this stock tea.
Yeah.
That we were talking about.
Okay.
I'll drop a little gin.
All right. So, I get it. Okay. You ready?
I'm ready. They ready?
So, do you know the card processing system Square?
Mm-hmm.
Hi. Square went public about 2015.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. When I say public, which means they were a private company, they did not allow anyone to buy parts of their company.
Mm-hmm.
In late 2015, I got an email from Square. They were like, hey, we're about to go public. We would like to see if you want to buy into the company.
Really?
I was like, all right, cool. So at the time, I put up $100. They said the minimum buy-in was $100. I'm like, all right, whatever. I was able to buy 11 stocks at $9 a piece. If you Google what Square costs now,
it shot all the way up. And you got in while it was on the low.
Before COVID, they shot up, I think, to about like $180 a share. I bought in at $9 a piece.
Wow.
Now I think Square is like $50 or $60 a share.
And you're still in right now?
And I'm still in, and I'm just sitting. I let it sit. I'm getting ready for my retirement. And then, of course, generational wealth, that's passive income. But it's it. I own shares of Nike, Google, Apple. Apple was my second stock that I bought. I have 4 of Apple now. I have, I have Bank of America. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I see she got the Nike drip on.
Yeah, I got my Nike on.
Man,
Yeah.
she clean over here, y'all. She do teach classes.
Yes. I teach a lot.
You teach a lot.
Teach a lot.
Cause y'all, we was sitting up there. I got a drill from Walmart. She said, "Did you get that with your business credit?"
She was like, no. What? Wait a minute. No, we do not do that.
I'm sorry.
No.
So she teach that too. but
Yes.
The next drill gonna be on my business.
And that's that part of that class is actually in my mentorship that I have coming starting in May.
Okay.
So I'm teaching the beginning pieces of business credit.
Okay.
So yeah, that's.
Do you have a wait list? Do you?
No, actually I do not, but they can get on my website and they can sign up for the class.
Okay. What's your website?
www.theladybrazilianaire.com. THEE.
Yeah, I heard it.
Theladybrazilianaire.com.
So make sure y'all get in, because I'm getting in. You know, it's always room for growth.
It is always.
Because I'm tired of swiping my card.
Listen.
Tired of swiping my card. I'm sorry. Wait, I was so happy you could cut that part out.
Get your piece right here.
Right here.
Take your finger and come here. Come. There we go. There we
That's
go.
a damn thing. That's a blooper. See me that. See that.
No, I think Bender Beast is saying it for your photo shoot.
What?
I had to push you down.
You pushed it down on the photo shoot?
Yeah.
Damn. Stay down. Boop. Okay. How did you push through moments of self-doubt or external pressure?
My bills. I looked at my bills and I've looked at how much that I have to make per month, and I couldn't let that stop because I knew there was no one else that was going to do that.
Do it.
There was nobody else that was going to bring in $30,000 a month. And so I said, either you gonna cry, you gonna cuss, you gonna get through it. I'm gonna do both and get through it, and that's what I did.
We gonna make it happen.
I did. Yeah. But a lot of therapy though. Really, seriously.
Really?
I did. Yeah. I went and got help. Because you know what I mean. A lot of people can sympathize. Some people can't. I buried a parent, my mother at that, and I was like, what am I doing? Yeah.
You couldn't stop. You had to keep going. So you had to deal with it all at one time.
I became accustomed to working 7 days a week, 12-hour shifts.
Yeah. And I think that's the part that people don't see and
They
don't pay attention to.
They don't. People look at us on the outside and go, oh my God, you got it. Oh my God. But you don't know what I had to do to get that.
No sleep. They don't understand that part.
Long nights, early mornings.
Literally.
Changing my routine, sacrificing my time with my children, sacrificing my time, period. Losing $40,000. Yeah. People don't talk about that part.
The mental health part, especially.
Yes.
It is a lot to be a business owner.
Yes.
Especially married and with children.
Yes.
That puts so much more strain and pressure. And I feel like that's not talked about enough.
It's not. I thank my husband every single day and I appreciate him. And I asked him, do you know, like, this is who I am? And he said, Heather, I knew that's who you were when I met you. He said, you tried to contain it. You did. He said, but I knew who you were when I met you.
That's sweet.
And I was like, and you still love me for it? Okay. So, yeah.
It come with good benefits, but
it does.
Like, literally now, I'm at a stage where I work so much. You know, I'm only 26, and I'm trying to get to the point where in my 30s I can retire. So,
oh, yeah.
You know, I have my daughter. She's like, Mommy, can we do this? Can we do that? And I'm just like, damn, do we do this or do I do this so we can get here?
Here's the thing for that, too. Remember, it's a tax write-off. Go have fun. Yeah.
And write it off.
Every Sunday, her and I have a date. We go get boba tea.
You like boba?
And we go get macaroons. It's the tax write-off.
I need to do that. I don't make time.
Because she's my employee, so I pay her, and then she uses some of her money if I allow her to. But I'm taking my employee out on a lunch date.
Right. Oh. Well, I'm writing off a lot of stuff. I gotta use my knowledge as a text professional.
Because when I go and take her to go get boba tea, I'm leaving my flyers to potentially get clients, and I'm talking to the cashiers about my business, and I'm talking to the it's a tax write-off.
That's a good idea. I ain't never think about that. You gotta learn how to balance. Balance is hard.
I think you begin with a 12,000 a year.
12,500.
The standard deduction, whatever it is, you could pay them up to the standard
Yes.
deduction. I think it's 14,000 now.
Did they
It went
rise?
up to, yeah, it
There
went
it
to
is.
14,000 now. So
She's
yeah.
10. She's 10. She's She give her a camera. She's photography. She is my photographer. She is. If you look at my bank statements, it is payments going to her account. Yes, right off.
I want a Gucci bag. Can you give me one? You
She said, "I try." I try.
trying matters.
It's all right.
All that matters.
right.
It's all right. Okay. Our next question is: were there any gatekeepers you had to get past, or did you build your own doors?
I knocked all of their doors down, but yes, there were several gatekeepers. And again, I'm from Kentucky. I'm from Louisville, Kentucky. So there were a lot of people who held a lot of things. And that's why it's very important to stay a student as long as you live. Every day you learn something new.
Something new.
Every day. If you don't ask questions, that means you're not putting yourself in those rooms that you need to be in.
Yeah.
But yes, when they saw me coming to ask questions, here comes Heather. Literally.
They felt a threat.
Yes.
That's what it is.
Yes.
Gatekeepers feel threat.
Mind you, here I am in Texas now, and I'm still getting phone calls about how to do stuff in Kentucky.
Really?
I'm like, but y'all didn't want to work with me.
Now they see, make your enemies your footstool.
Bill Gates said, don't be mean to the geeks, because you just might work for them one day.
Now they know. Tell them, hey.
When you feel good, you look good. When you look good, they pay good.
I like that slogan. Yeah, don't steal her slogan. Go and trademark that. They gonna try to steal it.
Listen, trademarking, I am going through something right now with my name.
Really?
Yes. I saw someone. I said, oh, you have my name. No. Send a cease and desist, please.
Did they bow out gracefully? Or
No.
They got the nerve to try to fight it.
And that's fine. That's fine.
I hate it for them. And let's not do their research.
One thing that I have learned, the higher up you go, you study the wealthy. You study the wealthy. So now I don't argue anymore. I don't yell. I just go, oh, okay.
Hit them with the paperwork.
Yeah.
Every time.
Yeah. That's it.
And that's something a lot of business, even myself, you gotta learn.
Yeah.
Gotta learn that.
Granny said know when to hold and when to fold. Okay, I can hold this one.
Well, that's T. Clock it. Clock it.
Catch it. Yeah. Yeah, know when to hold and when to fold. This time I'm going to hold this one because that's my name. Ike Turner said that's my name.
Who said
I get my blood on it, my name. I worked hard for that name. Now listen, that's my name. Okay.
we still gonna keep the name at the end of the day? Yeah. Okay. Hit them with the paper, y'all. We don't argue. We don't bicker.
No, don't do that. Ladies, don't do that.
Yeah.
No.
Keep it cute. Keep it classy.
Yes, always, yes.
They don't do that though. They don't know. Because people don't understand the hardest time in your life is when you are a successful business owner.
Oh,
Trying to
absolutely.
protect your business.
Absolutely.
It's very hard.
Absolutely.
But you have to understand you have a brand behind you.
Yes.
Anything you do, your brand will be.
And you have to be very, very selective on the words that you say and the things that you do because people are watching you. People are learning from you, whether you think they are or not. So you have to be very mindful.
Yeah.
And I just go, okay, well, this is what I pay my retainer fees for. So here you go. You go do your job. I'm go back over and do mine.
I win.
Yeah.
I win. You win?
All the time. All the time. Yes.
So, with that being said, do you feel like entrepreneurship is harder now than it used to be back then? Or do you feel like it's easier? Like, how do you feel about that?
It really all depends on how you look at what you're trying to do.
Mm-hmm.
It can be easy.
Mm-hmm.
It can be hard. It's all about how you make it. If you want it to be easy,
Mm-hmm.
of course, you're going to take all the shortcuts. But you're going to end up paying for it in the long run.
Yeah.
I've made those mistakes. $30,000 mistakes. And I'm glad that I did them when I did them. Because if I did them now, I'd be up shit's creek without a paddle.
Yeah. Way worse.
So it's all about really what you make it. You will have some good days. You will have some bad days. You'll have some horrible days. You'll have some days you want to fight. But I promise you, I wouldn't trade nothing.
Yeah, you got to stick through it.
You have to. You have to. You can't work your business 2 days. I didn't make no money. I quit.
Right.
No, it's no.
This 7 days a week, 24 hours.
Studies have shown us that it takes, on average, it takes a business 5 years to see a profit. The first 2 years are the hardest.
Mm-hmm.
That's when the most time the business is closed. But that 5th year, 6th year, you might see a profit. And it probably won't even be that big of a profit.
Yeah, a little bit for your hard work, but you got to keep pushing. Year 10 gonna look better than year 1.
Absolutely.
You got to keep pursuing. A lot of people give up. Do you think that's why, like with the business credit and everything, they say you have to be in business 2 years? Do you think that's the reason why?
No.
Why do you think they say that?
You don't have to be in business for 2 years.
That's what they say.
That's what they say.
That's what they say.
That's what they
Some
say.
people believe. Mentorship.
That's why you have to do research
Mhm.
on people. A lot of people will tell you that you can't get a car in your business name
Mm-hmm.
unless your business has been open for 2 years.
Mhm.
That's incorrect.
I need to learn about that.
There are people that tell you that you can get a Sam's Club business card for $20,000 and you can be open for 60 days. That's incorrect. That's incorrect.
So you just gotta do your own research.
Yes, and ask
Different opinions
questions.
everywhere.
Ask questions. People don't ask questions no more.
Nah, they just try.
They hate me because I ask questions. I want to know.
You gotta know.
I got to know.
That's the only way to grow. if you
My
know.
ducats is involved. I got to know. Yeah.
I told you I'm not gonna spin off my debit card no more. I'm finna learn about business.
Please
credit.
don't.
We gonna do one just on business credit for y'all, okay? You gotta pay for that one though.
Yeah.
Let them know it's not. It come with a ticket.
That comes with a nice ticket.
Invest in
Educational.
yourself.
Yes, please do. Invest in your. I've paid one mentor $10,000. Did I get a return on my investment? Yes, I did.
You always will.
Yes, I did.
You always will. People are so scared to invest in themselves, especially like the biggest thing that people don't invest in is your branding.
That's called a scarcity mindset, and I used to have one of them. I'm not gonna lie to you. I was afraid of doing things. And because I was afraid of doing it, my business suffered.
Yeah, you can't be. You gonna get the money back.
You gonna get it back.
People don't. They don't understand that.
You have to give to get. I promise you. But it works. It works.
And just holding on to it. That's not. It's not gonna do. My mindset about money, and this may be a little wild. If God takes me from this earth today or tomorrow, I can't take the money with me.
You can't.
So I might as well do something valuable with it.
Tax write-off. They do it. I mean, what? There was an article a couple of years ago. A man wrote off $100,000 that he had spent on the company car at a strip club. I kid you not.
Was he talking business to the strippers?
It was a business thing. It was a dinner date. He took the employees because some strip clubs have dinner. They sell steak, they sell shrimp,
Wings, all
right?
Mm-hmm.
So that was transportation.
Mm-hmm.
That was security. That was the food. That was the gas. Probably other things. But he wrote off $100,000 at the strip club.
Make sure you have your paperwork though. Don't just try to write nothing off. It's $100,000 off.
Yes.
People will take this and run with it.
Yeah, Jesus, Father.
Father be with them.
Jesus.
Because don't play with
the alphabet people. Don't do that.
Don't play with
Don't do
them
that.
people.
Don't do that.
I
The
have
Ira-
a nickname.
The
but
I, aura, and the S.
Rochelle Smith is her last two.
Don't do that. Don't do it. Please don't. You have everything in order.
Everything.
Because they will ask you, where is this? What is this?
It's
And
hard
they-
to keep your paperwork together though. That's
No,
something
it's
you gotta
not.
learn. Discipline.
Oh, discipline, yes.
It's definitely
Discipline.
discipline.
But here's that: when you ask for it, you have to be ready to receive it
Mm-hmm.
because it will come and it'll hit you. You'll be like, whoa.
Ooh, ooh, don't
Yeah.
tell about it. Shake
Yeah,
it.
you'll be like, wait a minute. Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah,
So
you got
make sure you got your paperwork. That's rule number 1 of being a business owner. Keep your paperwork in order.
keep your paper.
From the LLC to the EIN to the gas receipts to
From
the
every idea that you think of to the first time you do what, you better keep it. All your receipts. It's a song. Keep it. Keep it. That's it. I promise you. I promise you. Keep it.
they ain't listening.
Mm.
They don't know what we're talking about. So what do you feel like is often something that new business owners miss, like a very important step within their business they miss?
Emotional intelligence. You have to understand that you cannot, and I'm going to stop and say I am guilty of this, and yes, I can call the kettle black because I've done it before. You cannot automatically just when someone says something to you about your business. I have done it before, and did it cost me? Absolutely. It happened so many years ago, even still to this day, people still talk about it and ask me about it.
Really?
Well, Heather, I heard that yes, it did happen. But what you did not hear is that I apologized about what I said.
They just seen the big bad part.
Yeah.
And that's often what's seen
Yeah.
and remembered, especially on the internet.
And it cost me a lot of money. I lost a lot of people. And I did not back down. I stood up and I said yes, and I said it, and this is why I said it. Do I apologize? Yes, I do. Will I take it back? No, I will not. But I learned. Sometimes it's best to just interesting and keep on walking.
Especially like when you're in a different level in life.
Yeah,
That's the biggest
different
thing.
tax bracket.
I didn't want to say that.
Yeah,
Different tax
when
bracket.
you are in a different tax bracket, it's just some things are just better left unsaid.
Yeah.
And I just
Because you got to think, most of the times people you get into with are, this may sound bad, they're beneath you. You're there. So they don't have as much to lose as you do.
Nope.
Right? And they'll try to trigger you to make your empire crumble.
Yep.
I just dealt with this, I want to say a month ago. And I was going back and forth with the girl on Facebook. And she screenshotted everything I said and posted it on her story. And my friend was like, you should have never responded.
Never.
And my husband nigga told me, you're in a different tax bracket.
Yes.
You're a different woman. You can't
Yes.
do that.
That was your challenge, and you failed that challenge.
Yeah, I feel it. It's next time I'm gonna read
Well,
it.
it's going to happen again. It's going to happen again.
Mm-hmm.
I had an incident here in Texas, and the lady, and I heard her voice message, and I read her text message, and I politely responded with, I thank you for assisting me.
You be having to sit and think of your response.
Sometimes I do.
Yeah, I'm like that.
I have identified the people in my brain. And there's the Sagittarius, the Cancer, and the Gemini, the twins. Them was the ones that like to fight. So the Cancer has to tell the Geminis, no, sit down, shut up. Sagittarius, let me handle this. So I have learned to identify these people, and these people help me get through my life.
It helped with growth.
See, you can call me crazy, but it works.
It worked. Yeah, I gotta learn to keep it down. Keep it down. Keep it down.
Bowing out gracefully is the Cancer in me.
Yeah. I need the Cancer in me. I'm still learning.
It's all right.
I'm still learning.
It's all right.
I'm successful, but
Yeah.
my mouth fly.
So you can see, no. Here's the thing. If you want to fly, learn to fly professionally.
Yeah. That's one thing I can do. I could professionally curse somebody out. Like all my friends, if it's something going on, they be like, Jakira, can you respond? And I respond so professionally, but it's asshole-ish. Yeah. Be an asshole.
Yeah.
And they don't even know.
So not nor clue. Not a
They
clue.
be like, oh, that's professional. I'm cursing you out intelligently.
Yes.
That's what I'm doing.
Yes.
Kill them with intelligence.
Yes.
Every time.
Yes.
Every time. Y'all hear her?
And
Yeah.
keep receipts. Because remember, we're ladies. We don't yell. We don't argue. We don't do that.
I
No.
learned to just, if somebody calls my phone, I hang up the phone.
Absolutely.
Bye. They call back, you done yelling? Nope. Bye.
Oh, are we going to start this off differently? We're okay.
Yeah, because the Geminis and me be wanting to fight because I'm not about to.
See? You understand.
Yeah, I'm not about to argue with you. My Virgo calms me down. Though. That's my person. But don't call my phone yelling. That's the only
The
thing.
Geminis, that's the project kids. That's the project kids. And the project kids like to go play and like to go break stuff and set stuff on fire. We can't do that.
And people just try it.
They do because and again, I remember I'm not from here. So people think, oh, you not from here. Don't do that.
Yeah.
Please don't do that.
I've experienced a lot of that.
Like, don't do that.
That don't mean nothing. I'm from up the road. That's it.
See?
Up the road.
Like,
I know everything you know.
and the people are surprised when I do speak.
Really?
They go, oh, you do know some stuff. Yes, I do.
They think you crazy. I don't know.
Yeah, they think, oh, she's illiterate. I can show you I'm illiterate. I can show you that.
Don't show 'em. Don't show 'em. Don't show 'em. No. We like cancer over here. Okay.
When the
Y'all,
cancer,
crazy. Y'all gonna love this shit.
when the cancer goes quiet, everything is just it's free reign. Just you told her, didn't you? I know you did.
When's your birthday?
I'm December 17th.
She did say
My moon is a Cancer. My rising is a Gemini. So yeah, I have to be very careful.
my husband is Gemini, and Gemini is a fool.
Is he May or June?
He's June.
He about that life. He about that life. That's the fighting one. The May Geminis, we're actually twins. We're twins, Sagittarius and Geminis, right? The Mays, the Junes,
That's my husband.
the Junes is ready. They
I
don't.
had an incident, y'all. He
The
was like,
Junes is ready.
I don't argue. Whenever he ready to pull up, we can talk about it. But I ain't going back and forth.
That's it. They don't. That's what I said. The Gemini in me, if there is no discussion. She said what she said, and you didn't listen. So now I got to step in. I have meetings with myself daily. I do
I do too. Every day.
every day,
You gotta wake up early in the morning.
all day long.
Whew.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Mhm.
gotta reset yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What were some of your early hustle days like?
Ooh wee. My early hustle days, and I still do this, believe it or not, because I had to go back to the basics. I would get on foot. I am my own street team.
Mm-hmm.
I am my own street team. Everywhere I go, I have a flyer and I give it to people. Every time I go to a department store, I'm putting my flyer in something or on something.
Really?
I went to Kroger's one day and I stuck my stickers on the aisle on the sale items. Sorry, Kroger's. I got clients though.
Y'all don't do that.
Yeah,
Don't do that.
that's called soliciting. Don't do that.
Don't do that.
That's called soliciting.
I used to put stickers on the red box.
Yeah.
Stickers on it.
You can't be doing that. Not y'all. Don't do it, but I'm gonna go do it.
I used to put stickers on the bathroom mirror in the clubs because I stay in the clubs. I got to be honest. I'm
You know,
transparent.
business, though.
I was standing on business.
That entry is a tax write-off.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I would go to the clubs and I would have stickers and I would post them on the bathroom mirrors. I was the only salon and spa in Louisville, Kentucky that had partnerships with the strip clubs.
Really?
I had partnerships with barbershops. Again, I did crazy stuff, but I got it.
You was in the field.
I was in the field by myself.
That's how you got.
Way before, my team came along. But yeah, wherever, and you always talk too much. I know.
They got me where I'm at though.
I would go to different campuses in Kentucky
Mm-hmm.
and stand there and pass out flyers.
You weren't scared of anything. You got to hustle. It's
I had to. I was the only salon and spa at the Pride convention. And they couldn't figure out. They were like, why are you here? Because they get services too.
crazy work. Brain. They don't be thinking.
Right. I did anything that was outside the box. That was me. Anything that required me to be on my feet, walking, talking, running, standing. That's what I did. That's why my knees are messed up now. That's why I did it. I did it. Anytime the Greek organization had something, I was there. Everybody knows Heather.
I feel like that's something a lot of people miss. They don't
Yeah.
really street work.
They don't.
They're not in the field. You know,
You have to be. You have to know your community. I knew my people. They knew me. I was afraid to go to other events, but I did it. I went to real estate events, and they thought I was the help. Kid you not.
I probably make as much money as you. Not.
Oh, that's when I learned emotional intelligence. I would sit there and I had my wine. This lady walked up to me. She said, can you dispose of this for me? And I said, we can go together. I said, I have trash too. She said, you don't work here? I said, no, ma'am. I said, I'm coming to service you. She said, what do you mean? I said, I'm your new esthetician. Hi, how are you?
And what she look crazy?
She said, what, esthetician? I said, yes, ma'am. She said, oh, we've got to talk. I said, yes, we do.
Kill him with kindness.
Yeah.
You didn't get out of character. You stupid B.
I have been called the N-word.
Really? I have yet to experience that.
Oh, it's okay. You don't want to.
I know I don't. I think God knows.
But I flipped it. It was an old Caucasian.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, I don't like them. I said, well, that makes two of us. I don't either.
You was nice about it.
He said, are you trying to insult my intelligence? I said, no. I said, no, sir, not at all. I said, remember, they are ignorant people. I like smart people. So I understand your frustration. How your day going? He looked at me and he said, I be damned. I said, yes, sir.
Didn't know what to do.
Up until the day he passed away, it was my friend.
Really?
Yep. Oh, yeah.
Kill him with kindness.
It was a regular in Kentucky. If you didn't call that, you went somewhere with someone right. It's regular.
How far away is Kentucky from here?
Here I would say about 800 miles.
You drive or you fly?
Drive. 12 and a half hours.
Hard.
Leave at 4 o'clock in the morning, get there about, 4 in the afternoon, something like that?
I'm only 6 hours away and I can't do it.
Nah. Cyberbuck is on your way. Just keep on going.
And you just driving by yourself?
Not with my husband.
With your husband?
Yeah. We ride, talk. That's our talking time. Whatever we need to cover, we cover. That's our time to talk.
I think that's why my husband be mad. That's my sleeping time.
Mm-mm.
I'm going to sleep.
Mm-mm.
12 hours, can't do it. Better get on the
Went to bed at 9 o'clock. You up at 3. Final bag check. 4 o'clock, we out. Gone.
She drive a long way, y'all.
We drove to Detroit, Michigan.
Really?
It's 18 hours.
Well, I can't lie. We did drive to Virginia, and I hated it. And my husband drove 16 of the 18.
Yeah.
Whatever many hours he drove. I can't do it. I fall asleep.
Gone.
You bold.
Whole way up. What we talking about? What we doing?
Mm-mm. Well, next time I'm going to ride with you. So
I'm up at 5 in the morning anyway.
Really?
Yeah. I have a CEO hour. So from 5 to 6, I'm up working on my business or any part of any business. Catch up, follow up, emails, whatever. 6 a.m., wake her up. Time to go to school. 7 o'clock, I'm back at home getting ready for my 9 to 5.
Do you feel like that's important to have a schedule?
Absolutely. Absolute discipline. Obedience. Yes.
Yeah, I just, I have my Google sheet with my little week planned out with times.
I'm still up.
I can't.
I'm still up.
5 a.m. bold though, yeah, I can't do that.
I used to wake up at 4.
Really?
But I have ADHD, so I had to calm it down. But it's excitement, and I'm working on a new business, a new idea. I couldn't sleep. So I was up from 4 to 6 working on multiple businesses at once. Now I've narrowed it down. 5 to 6, you got 1 hour. Crunch it. 15 minutes here, 15 minutes here, 15 minutes here. Yeah.
So you don't feel like it's a such thing as too many businesses?
No. The average millionaire has 7 streams of income.
Hello.
Now, here's the thing. You can have 7 businesses, yes, but you've got to have 7 different teams to run them businesses. Or you can have one business and break it up 7 different ways and get 7 different incomes.
Absolutely. That's what a lot of people do.
Mm-hmm. Study the wealth. Study the wealthy. Study them.
It's this book, Think and Grow Rich, I think.
Yeah, I'm reading that right now by Napoleon Hill. I'm reading that right now. Think and Grow Rich.
I love that book. I get a lot of wealth books and I read them.
Yeah.
And that book taught me the difference between assets and liabilities.
Absolutely.
A lot of people don't know about that. I ended up telling my mama that sounds like a liability, not an asset. I'm not
Yes.
interested.
Yeah. And here's the thing. Not only do you start saying it, but you have to actually start believing it. Like my stock, my portfolio, those are assets. Going to get candy every day is a liability. I'm not doing that. We're not doing all
It's
that.
gonna make you have to pay for a gym membership, which is another liability.
Right. I don't want this liability. No. I want something that's going to give me a return on my investment.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
If anything were to happen to me or my children or my husband right now, they can go and take my stock portfolio and take care of business.
They're gonna get it handled. That's what we have to start doing. Like I got a little wig on my head, but the hair, the nails, the trim,
Tax write-off.
it's a tax write-off, but
I
it's
keep
not
telling
an
people
asset.
that.
It's not an asset. You're not investing the money into something that makes you more money. For example, I'm into rental cars, CEO, Quick Drive.
Yeah.
My cars, I buy them cash. They make me more money. They're now assets.
Yes.
But if you're going to buy a Mercedes Benz and you paying a $1,100 car note,
That is a liability.
That's a liability, right? So that's just for the people who didn't know the difference.
And you know what? And speaking of that, people get stuff because they see it. You don't need a G-Wagon.
You can't even pay the car.
The G-Wagon car payment starts off at $2,000. Starts off at. That's your basic package.
Do you own a house yet?
Do you even own any, do you
have a car that you have the title to?
do you have a life insurance policy?
Jesus. Hello.
Not a GoFundMe account. Do you have a life insurance policy?
That slipped on.
Do you even know who you are?
In a G-Wagon.
But I'm cute. No, you're not.
Looking nice and hungry.
Right. Do you even have a roof over your head?
Do your kids got clothes on their back?
Do your children have some vittles in their stomach? Yes, I said vittles. That's what I said. Why are you in a G-Wagon?
Image.
Can you afford the oil change on a G-Wagon?
Baby, look. I wanted the Benz. I looked at them all.
I did. I used to want one. I'm good. Give me my Audi. I'm perfectly fine with my Audi.
I'll take a Hyundai Genesis. Them nice.
Hey, you know what? I was looking at them Kias, the Spiders or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Them is nice. I like them.
Mm-hmm. I learned I got down from the high Mercedes, BMW, real quick. Now, one thing I am gonna do, I'm gonna get my husband a Bentley. He want one, I'm gonna get him one.
My husband wants he wants the new Range Rover,
Really?
the newest one.
I think my best friend drove one. She said it was really.
He used to have one.
Really?
Yeah, he used to have one.
You gonna get it?
I bought him the condo, so he gonna have to wait for that.
Another asset. Y'all heard that? What you?
Yeah,
bought?
for my husband's our anniversary. We went on a vacation, and I was like, "So what do you want for your anniversary?" Mind you, it's our first ones. I'm supposed to get in paper. He was like, I don't know. I was like, well, let's go to this meeting. Come on, let's go. We're gonna go somewhere right quick. He was like, all right, whatever. Got to that desk, and that man turned the paper around. He said, here's your deed. He was like, my what? It said your deed. He was like, what did you do? I said, you got a condo. Here you go.
Tell him where it's at.
It's in Vegas. And yes, I do rent it out.
Y'all better get to her.
I do rent it out. So, yeah. So that's what I said, babe. I said, not only do we have somewhere to go, any time of the year, I said, but you can also rent it out too.
Asset.
It's an asset. He was like, wait. He's like, wait. I said, shut up. Yes. Shut up. Yes. Yeah.
He loves you for that. Sure. That was a boss move.
He said, Heather, I've done a lot of things for females. He said, but I've never had nobody buy me a condo. I said, well, I ain't never bought a condo either. So here you go. Here's your first.
Your gift better come hard. Your asset better come hard.
So now I'm just like, he said, well, what you want? I said, you paid the mortgage. Thank you. But no, I got a new ring, so I'm cool with that. So
it costs a lot of money.
Yeah, this one costs a whole lot of money. I was like, thank you.
It's a blessing. It's a blessing to be a blessing.
It is. It is. And when he find a good thing, you gotta keep it. You gotta keep it raw.
Amen. We ain't gonna preach to y'all.
We're not.
Y'all ain't ready.
We're not.
No. Okay, my next question. As a Black woman owning a business, what unique challenges have you faced?
I have learned how to deal with other Black women trying to belittle me.
Mm-hmm.
And you would think because we're Black women, we work together, right?
Together.
No.
They want to feel superior.
Yes.
That's what they do.
Yes. I have humbled several Black women. And all I wanted to do was just ask you a simple question.
Mm-hmm.
And they have felt threatened by my question because they didn't understand what I was asking. So they called themselves belittling me. One lady I ran into, she said, well, I'm the director of this company. I said, oh, well, I own this company.
That
I'm not close to you at all. I surpassed you. But however, so yeah, that's one thing that I have come in contact with is other Black women trying to belittle me.
And that's why a lot of Black businesses don't succeed because you don't stick together.
Yeah.
I'm the type of business owner, y'all. I do not gatekeep.
No.
I help people like my hairstylist. We were talking. She was like, what do you know about business credit? And I told her, like, okay, this is my paydex score, blah, blah, blah. And she was like, I have to get my EIN. She showed me an email that said $172. I said, huh? Girl, that's free. Let me show you how to get it.
First of all, people need to understand that when you have a business email, Gmail does not count.
Gmail, y'all, go to GoDaddy.
Gmail.
That's Gym.
Not only that, you cannot have a Google Voice number.
Yeah, what Kevin Gates said, he got 2 phones.
Listen, I got one with 2 numbers.
You can do that.
And,
too.
and so like when it rings, I know.
It tell you P or
yeah.
P. That's what it says.
It'll tell me. And I'm like, oh, okay, I know this is this, and I'll answer a certain way. But yeah, and just because you've been in business for 20 years, the vendors go by the opening date that's on the bank statement. So if you've been in business for 20 years, but you open your account 2 years ago, the vendors will identify you as a business 2 years ago. Yeah.
Yeah, I that's a pet peeve of mine. I hate to see a business with Gmail. I will gladly make you a domain for free.
And when you answer your business phones, hello, I don't want to do business with you.
Thank you for calling Quick Drive.
Something. But yeah, that's not your business, baby. That's not your business.
And the big thing is image. Y'all on social media posting fights, y'all post everything like under the sun. Your image has to be up. I had to learn that myself. You have to stop posting certain things on your personal page because people will find you. You may have a business page. They're going to find your personal page.
Yes.
Right? I have people finding me. My Facebook name is not my real name. People still find me. So that's why I make sure my page is super clean. Nothing extra. We're talking about business.
I had to delete and unfollow a lot of people. Not only for business purposes, but for personal purposes. Mm-hmm. For me, it was a detox of people. You mean no good to me or for me.
Right.
Or my business.
And you sitting around watching. That's one thing I do.
You're watching.
Taking up space.
I don't want you to watch because I'm going to give you a show. I'm going to give you a show. But you're gossiping. Mm-hmm. And you're going back and you're not telling the entire story. So I'll just go ahead and get rid of you.
Haters. What they say, you're not doing something right. Yeah. You don't have haters.
When I started deleting a lot of people, I no longer got phone calls. So that means that I deleted somebody he was talking.
Right. Yeah. That's crazy. Just watching. Miserable.
Jeez. Misery loves company.
Yeah, I need to go through mine. I think I'm at like 4,000 friends. Close probably have 20 likes. Something ain't right.
I got rid of them. I got rid of them.
I need to do a social media audit.
Yeah.
That's a real thing.
Have to.
That's a real thing.
Have to.
Do you a social media audit? I'm going to put it on my website for y'all for free. Look, I'm the queen of dropping free gems. I got y'all. We're going to help take care of y'all.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So a social media audit is important. Make sure your bio looks nice.
Yeah.
Make sure your profile picture is very nice.
Yes.
Because if I come and I see you with your booty tooted up towards the camera,
I don't want
I'm
you.
getting off your page.
And don't forget, we know people that know things or that can direct you to other people. So sometimes you only there because we gave them your name.
Right.
Don't mess it up.
Yeah. Don't make me look bad.
Please don't. I make my own self look bad. I don't need no help. I don't need nobody's help. Trust me.
And then I heard you say we know people that know things. We were just having a conversation about how sometimes you have to spend a little money to get ahead, or you may have to buy a $500 ticket to get into a networking event. But just imagine the value that you're going to have when you walk into that room.
Yes, every ticket I buy is over $180.
You spend that on hair, braids.
Every time I go to networking events, I get a VIP ticket. I do not get general admission.
Right. Because it showed them you're serious.
Yeah.
That's number one.
And I sit up front.
It take a bold person to sit up front.
I sit up front. And I will sit by myself.
Mm-hmm.
I did it a couple of weeks ago at a networking event. Mm-hmm. And they were like, you don't want to sit back here? Nope.
I want to be front and center.
I'm in the T section. That's up front.
Attention.
Yeah.
That's the thing about it. I learned that too. You have to invest. Like, your knowledge is power, literally. Like, I probably say I started my businesses when I was about 20 years old. I'm 26 years old now, and I've learned so much by being around. When you get to, like, one thing I learned is that God doesn't bring you people until you're at a certain point in your life.
Absolutely.
Where
absolutely
you're going to take advantage of the things that those people are giving you, right? 20-year-old me, I've known Heather for about a year?
Yeah.
20-year-old me wouldn't take advantage of the things that 26-year-old me is taking advantage of.
And here's what's crazy. We didn't even know each other from Adam.
No, we didn't.
We didn't know each other from Adam. And I honestly don't remember how we met. I just know you had something. I said, I'm coming. That was it.
It was the CEO networking event that we were supposed to do.
And that was it. And I was like, I'm coming.
And another one of my close friends, Cassandra, I met her the same way. But, I ended up not having that event for some reason. But God does things.
For a reason.
For
a reason.
He does them. So today I have her on my podcast. She's a huge inspiration, you guys. So we're going to have to, y'all, she's so funny. But y'all really have to tap in. I'm bringing y'all some really big gems onto this podcast that's going to plant seeds into you and give you the knowledge that you need to grow. Something that Heather probably didn't have, and something that I did not have.
Absolutely.
I had to figure it out on my own.
Absolutely.
So this is really something that you need to take advantage of. And, just make sure you don't pull a Gemini out of people when you're doing it.
Hey, but you know what, though? You know what? When I started working in my business, I always kept saying I did not work well with Geminis. I didn't want to work with them. I know people are going to watch this and go, well, what's wrong with Geminis? Nothing.
They know what's wrong with Gemini.
And it's nothing. But this is what happens when you get older and you learn you. You learn you. It wasn't that I did not like them. I couldn't control them. I'm telling the truth.
Drop the mic.
And here's what I had to learn. Heather, you can't control people.
They are who they are.
You can only tell your children what to do. Other than that, you can't tell people what to do. You're not their boss. They are your partners. They work with you. They work beside you.
Not under you.
Not under me. And I had to learn that. And so now, this time around the sun, majority of the people who I work with are Geminis.
Really? Because you learned that about them.
Because I'm learning. And now when I speak to them, I talk to them, not at them.
You have to learn how to deal with people.
I ask them questions. I don't tell them to do anything. Hey, would you like to try this? They say yes. I give them the information and I back away.
You have to learn how to deal with people.
You have to. And my Gemini, I tell her, if at any time I start to be high and mighty, please knock on my door and be like, hey, right down.
Will knock on your door.
And she said, you sure? I said, please. Because I'm still learning. And you got to be honest with yourself. I'm still learning. I said, please, I'm going through my healing journey still, please. And thus far, I have had no problems.
Humbleness is a big thing.
Yeah.
For a business owner.
Now there are some people I will not work with. I will not work with. I will not.
I've
Yeah.
I've got to that point this year. Like, I have my tax company. It's the first year I had a team.
Mm-hmm.
And trial and error. It's certain things next year that I'm going to do. Interviews will be conducted.
Absolutely.
Background checks will be done.
Absolutely.
If you carry yourself unprofessionally, you will not work for me.
No.
With business, you have to making money is great. It's amazing. Best thing in the world. But you have to learn about the other things that you have to deal with when you're a business owner. So if you see your friend is not professional and she doesn't carry herself as a representation, you will want to
Of
bring
you.
your business
Of
and
you.
don't hire your friend.
Do not. Do not.
Don't hire your friend. So that's something I had to learn this year. And I feel like that's a gem for y'all.
Yeah. Everybody needs to be interviewed. Everyone.
Even your mama.
Everyone.
I interviewed my mama.
Ice Cube made his son act for the role for Compton.
He made him do the what's the
tryouts. Yeah, all of it. He was like people thought
favorites.
Yeah, no. That's your son. He's like, no, I made him try out. Remember, it's all business, never personal.
Yeah, you got to keep the two, and that's something I had to learn too. You have to keep the two separate.
You have to.
In business, and your personal emotions towards somebody, we not doing this in business.
And I'm gonna say something else too. Have them sign an NDA. Catch it. Have them sign an NDA.
I made mine sign it. NDA.
Yes.
Can't talk about nothing. And then when I dismiss someone from my company, I send them a letter of termination.
Yeah.
That's something you have to do. In there, you must include the NDA that they did sign.
Yes.
So remember, they don't forget this
Yes.
is the NDA.
Yes.
I think I do this right. I do a cease and desist. Before you get mad at me about my company, I'm giving you this. Don't say nothing about me. Don't say nothing. Don't post nothing.
Yeah.
So I do that as well. It was funny though. I did that. I sent the girl that she posted about me on Facebook. Boom, screenshot, and she deleted it. She tried to delete it, but I already had the screenshot.
Yeah.
You take this as this not a. It's business. Not
It's business.
personal. It's not a joke.
And people look at us because we're black women.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, whatever. You just playing.
Okay.
Look, interesting.
So they knocking at your door with their paperwork.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how you have to handle people.
Paperwork. Remember, study the wealthy. They don't argue. They don't yell. They don't scream. They don't cuss. Paperwork.
Yeah. I have a lawyer for you. Talk to him.
Retainer fee every month.
Make sure you keep that in your expenses. Tax write-off for legal.
Legal services. Legal services is a tax write-off.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Y'all know, I know. If y'all need somebody for taxes, make sure y'all call.
Please.
Call me.
Please.
Okay. What is one move you made early on that changed everything?
Opening a beauty school. I opened a beauty school, and it wasn't all cracked up to be. It was a lot.
It sounds stressful.
Not only was it stressful, when you have your staff who does not see your vision, when you have a team that does not see your vision, let alone doesn't want to understand your vision, it makes it a whole lot harder. And then when you have people putting their hands in the pot. Interesting. So yeah, it makes it interesting. But that was one thing that I did. Would I do it again? No.
Really?
No. Will I help someone? Yes. I'll help you open a beauty school. I'll help you. But
would you be transparent with them about?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
You know, you're looking. This is what you're looking at.
I'm letting you know right now.
Are you sure this is what you want to do?
You need to have just to start. I would say about 20,000 to start, maybe 30 to start.
Yeah, take money.
Yeah, that's just to start. And opening your school the first 2 years, it's all cash pay, private pay.
Really?
Yeah. You cannot accept financial aid.
Oh, wow.
Right? So trying to keep the lights on, trying to keep the building open, trying to keep people coming into your, it's not all.
A lot of people gonna turn away because you can't take that financial aid.
Absolutely. What's your school code, baby? I don't have that yet. What's the tuition? $16,000
out of your pocket.
And then I can make payments, sign the paperwork, but I can't pay you this month. Oh, I can't pay you this month.
Oh Lord, that's a real thing.
Have to hold him out.
Right. And then you have students who come to school, don't want to do nothing,
Wasting my time.
wasted my time, wasting my electricity, eating up all my snacks. No,
Don't worry about it.
y'all can keep it. I don't want it.
Next,
I don't want it.
we don't want to do that.
Mm-mm.
We don't want to do that. And that's a big thing, like people not seeing your vision. I experience that a lot. It's a
Yeah.
vision in my brain that only I see. You see the vision when it comes to light and when it's done, but you don't see the work I'm putting in behind it. And you don't want to put in the work to help.
Right.
But people do love reaping the benefits.
Yeah. That's why I like to get all of my people when they're in college. Grow with me. Because I'm going to train you how I want you to work for me.
And they're going to value that more.
Yeah. I love an intern. I love them.
I need to give me a couple.
Jim, catch it. Get some interns.
Y'all go to what is it? University of Texas Arlington. What is the
UTA Arlington.
UTA?
Or you got Texas Wesleyan. That's in Fort Worth. Texas Christian. That's in Fort Worth. It's a Tarrant County College in Fort Worth. Yeah.
Yeah, they're looking to build their portfolios.
You can jump on look, Business Gym. You can jump on Craigslist and you can find interns.
Yeah, it's all there for you. You just gotta work hard.
You have to read and ask questions.
Y'all know ChatGPT, they help a lot. You use ChatGPT?
Baby, listen, ChatGPT helped me write a business plan.
Really? Yeah.
Matter of fact, I wrote it this morning. I ain't gonna tell you no lie. I have a whole nother company in this phone that ChatGPT helped me write in 45 minutes.
I need to get on there, y'all. I do it for captions and stuff like that. I never did a business plan.
RuPaul said, "Sing for your life." This is for your life. Yes.
It could probably say you how to make $100,000
Yeah.
if you stick to it.
Yeah. You got to stick to it.
You gotta stick to it. It's not gonna be easy.
And again, that's why I said I've helped over 20 people. You know how many people I've actually taught how to do that? But only about 25 of them have actually done it. And I ask them all the time, how hungry are you?
Yeah.
Because if you tell me you're hungry, you're going to go in the kitchen and you're going to make you something to eat. But you got to do it. Yeah. I don't want to do that. Well, you ain't hungry there.
Right. When you in business, it ain't about what you don't want to do. It's a lot of stuff that you're not going to want to do, but you got to do it.
Do y'all know how many toilets I have unclogged? I am an esthetician. I remove hair. I'm not a plumber. I have unclogged toilets. I have mopped floors.
You have to. It's your business.
It's my business.
Just let the floors be dirty or the toilets be clogged.
The first thing they gonna say, "Oh, her shop was dirty, but she was a good person, but it was nasty."
Don't get them nothing to talk about. Quiet. Yeah, that's some young folk be doing. That's why I'm doing it, because I know y'all young folk.
Ooh-wee.
Clock it. Okay. What does the Brazilianaire mean to you beyond the money?
Freedom. Freedom. Look, Mama, I did it. Aha.
Why we had to add the aha? Yeah,
because again,
funny.
she told me I was crazy. My own mother
Told you were crazy.
Girl, you crazy as hell. You ain't finna make no money washing nobody's face. So the Brazilianaire to me is freedom.
I like that. I did not expect you to say that.
I did it.
That's
I did
amazing.
I was 10 toes down, crying, studying. I went to school 9 months. I worked 40 hours in 2 days in a nursing home laundry facility just so I can keep the roof over my son's head and still, provide for him. All the while going to school Monday through Friday.
It take a lot of work.
So when people come to me complaining, I don't
hear it
because I don't understand it.
Right. I did.
The things that I have done, the things that I'm doing now, and you can't get up. That's an excuse. I don't sympathize with that. I don't sympathize with a lot of people. So people will say, "Oh, I'm rude, I'm mean." No, I don't. What does that mean?
It's because they want the success, but they don't want to put in the sacrifice.
Right. So that means for that name, that person, that represents freedom.
I love that.
Yeah.
So, how do you keep your brand authentic?
I'm everywhere. You will know me. You will see me. Even if you don't, you're going to see something that's of me or from me. People have seen my name but never seen my face.
Really?
People have seen my logo but never seen my face. People have seen stuff about me but have never seen me. I've been in Texas for 2 years, and every time I go somewhere, people go, "I've seen you somewhere." And I'm like, "You have? You're in this group, you're in that group." And I am.
You show up.
I talk so much.
They keep you flowing though. We don't like quiet people.
And here's the thing. Not only am I in these groups, but I pay for their advertising. I pay for their marketing. Yes, I pay to be in these groups. Yes.
Invest.
I pay to be in these groups, and these groups pay me back because their people are coming to me.
Yeah, plain tell. A small investment for a big.
There is a big group in the DFW area. Big, big, big athletic group. I am the only waxing salon in the group. I am their preferred person to come to get waxing. Yes.
Wow.
Before I moved here, I started following people. And I wrote their names down and what they do and where they're located. And I followed them and I reached out to them. I got on their podcast. I got in their group. They're just now meeting me in person.
Really?
This year. And when they asked me, "How did you meet me?" "Oh, I've been following you." I knew who I wanted to become. I knew the kind of people I wanted to be around. I saw their platforms. Whatever platform you're on, if you want a bigger platform, get on somebody else's platform that's bigger than yours and watch your stuff expand. Catch it.
Jim, drop.
A comedian, a well-known comedian here in Dallas, put an ad up and said, "I'm doing Easter ads for $100 to be on my story." 24 hours. I paid him $100. Within 24 hours, my views, my followers, and my money increased within 24 hours.
Really?
Just by paying that man $100.
Well, I need you up to. Don't tell them because
That's what said that man.
Yeah.
I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you. I'm going to show
y'all
you.
can't know because she already gave y'all enough free game. Y'all gonna get greedy.
It happened.
They're gonna get greedy.
But you gotta. But here's the thing: if you do it once, you gotta keep doing it. Because again, when I said my name means freedom, I want freedom. My freedom is my time. I'm tired of being tired. I like my naps. I like waking up, eating my pineapples and my grapes.
You don't like strawberries?
Sometimes.
I'm a strawberry girl.
But it's my freedom. Freedom cost, and this is how.
This how you get it.
This how I get it. Yeah.
This how you get it. Don't come easy, y'all.
It don't. It don't.
Let me see. Which question do I want to ask? Okay.
Him.
Let me take a picture. Damn, it went away. The devil.
Uh-oh. Wait. No. Oh, it was the devil. Oh, it was the devil. Oh, it was the devil.
Let me hurry up before you do it again. Thank you.
Sure was.
Hey, y'all. Okay, so I know you moved here from Kentucky. You moved here 2 years ago. So how have you handled the transition to your business to somewhere you're not known? The transition of your business to somewhere you're not known?
Ooh, it has been a challenge.
Yeah, Dallas is a hard place to grow.
Not even just Dallas. Fort Worth. The whole DFW area. Some people have been rude because they can't understand when I do visit Dallas. You know, your business in Fort Worth. Why are you here? Why not? I travel. Don't you travel? But because the area is so big, people don't travel. They would rather deal with someone in Dallas or in Grand Prairie or in Arlington or in Fort Worth. Me, I want you. I don't care where you are. If I got to come to you and you live in Plano, guess what? I'm coming to Plano.
That's it. Gotta have that mindset.
Right. Because I want to service you. My my love language. Acts of service, acts of kindness. I'm a server. So if you say, hey, I'm in Frisco, I want a Brazilian wax and a vajacial, I'm coming.
Another thing is that lady in Frisco gonna tell her friends in Frisco.
And that's, look, free gym. That's called free advertising. That's word of mouth.
Right.
That's advertisement I ain't have to pay for.
Right.
So, okay, I drove 45 minutes. So what?
Got a walking billboard.
Do you know how much I paid? How much I made? I drove 45 minutes. Her service took 45 minutes.
Ain't even take an hour to make what you made.
I'm used to making $200 an hour anyway.
Right.
She tell her people tell her people, we having a waxing party.
There you go. Look, you're next.
Clock it. We have.
That should take 3 minutes, y'all. Don't forget about that.
So I mean, and I'm bringing wine because Curl Ann said Susie May is coming and they're having a girls' night. So I'm gonna go ahead and have you a spa. We're gonna have a spa night.
Leonie's theme.
Cause I got a team. I got a massage therapist. I got somebody doing tooth gyms. I got somebody doing Yanni's themes. We finna have a whole spa party.
A good time. It made
Absolutely.
45 minutes.
I do things that people don't want to do,
and that's what you became.
And that's a challenge that I've noticed here. I've been meeting other providers, and they go, "Oh, you're too far." I'm like, too far? What does that mean? What does that mean?
Nothing is too far.
I have driven 2 hours to go service somebody because the ticket was so great.
Yeah, people pay for convenience.
People pay for what they want. Ain't about no budget. If you want them Louis Vuittons, what you gonna do? You gonna get them. If you want the Beyonce ticket, what you gonna do?
Hey, Beyonce.
You gonna buy her ticket. That's it.
I learned that about people, though. People that I made a post on Facebook, and the post said, you don't go to McDonald's trying to tell them what you want to pay. You don't go to Louis Vuitton trying to lowball them.
No.
You don't go to damn Foot Locker, Finish Line, or JD trying to give them a deal on the shoes. So when it comes to my business, my price is my price.
My prices are my prices. And if you do not like my prices, guess what? I can refer you to someone who could possibly be within your price range.
Because it's okay for someone not to be your client. Or
it's okay. I promise you it's okay.
Everyone is not yours. Everyone is not for you.
On my menu, I have everything from free to $2,000. So I have something for everybody. If it's $10, if it's $20, $30, what I have it. So the object of the game is to get you to not leave because you're going to spend the $5 with me. I got something for
everybody.
When I say I cater to all,
I need a $5.
I got you. Men, LGBTQ plus community, everybody. I service men from the head of their feet from the head, everything. A lot of estheticians don't do that.
Service men.
Hello.
It's a comfortability thing probably for them.
Girl, we'll be in there talking. I'll be in there snatching. Talking and snatching. Talking and snatching. Your wife said what to you now? She did. Dirty, low down scoundrel.
Snatch.
Yeah, that's it. Check. Yeah.
Look, we gotta get to it.
I have been invited on many yacht trips. I have declined them, I will say.
Really?
When we was kids, my granny would always say, Heather, we need friends with boats. Well, Granny, I got friends with boats now.
I ain't going on a boat.
I'm just like, I thank you for the invite, but I'm going to stick this one out.
Relationships with your clients.
Yeah. That's called building rapport. They taught us that in school.
They probably don't.
They didn't listen.
They listen to what they want to listen.
They listen to about the booth rent part. And about the commission part and about the hourly pay. And hell, they didn't even listen to half that sometimes. Because booth rent means you pay me regardless.
Right.
You got
no money.
You got clients or not, you still pay me. Well, Miss Heather, I only had one client. I know, baby. I seen you.
My goal is to be the person that's renting out the booths. Okay? Not paying the booth.
And here's the thing. And I had a salon suite. I had 12 people under me, 12 different rooms. Oh, Lord. I did.
It was a headache.
It was hell. 5 of them still owe me money to this day.
Don't
And
say.
they signed a contract with me, and they know that.
Retainer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Retainer.
But here's the thing. Remember I said growth, right? I know me, right? One of them I was actually standing next to at a concert.
Down, spent the block. You ain't say nothing, no.
I looked at him and I said, "Hi."
He was scared.
He said, and I did. I looked at him and I said,
You couldn't pay my rent, but you at a concert.
so when it came time for taxes, I wrote off a $3,000 donation.
Yeah, they don't understand. A bad debts is a thing to write off on your tax.
Yeah. I wrote off a $3,000 donation.
Jim, because I got some donations I got to write off next year.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard that. Okay.
Catch it.
Clock it.
Y'all bet. If y'all don't listen to nothing else, I can tell you how to run a business.
Yeah, I don't Well, I should put her on speaker so the people can hear her, but I'm going to just decline her call.
That's it.
How do you handle setbacks?
How do I handle setbacks? Oh, I go into deep thought and I pray. I actually write out what happened and how it could have gone. So when it happens again, if it happens again, I know how to handle it.
Because problems spin the block more than once.
They do. They do. Especially when you are trying to go higher. They always have a way of showing themselves again. Just in a different person.
More problems.
Yeah. Just in a different person. And so you know how to handle that. Again, my setback was a Gemini. So I thought. It wasn't. It was me. It was my mouth. But so now my people are all Geminis. And I love them. I do. I love them.
When you control that mouth,
yes,
that's growth.
Yes.
That's
When you write a whole paragraph on your phone and you look at it and you go,
delete it. Look, you know, I ain't gonna say that. That ain't what I'm.
When someone sends you an inbox on Facebook Messenger and you delete it and you block them.
That's that real power, y'all. I love a block button.
When someone sends you a message on Instagram. Setback. Someone, and you can actually Google it, it's still there. A young lady was late to her appointment, and she gave me a bad review on Google.
And she was late to her appointment?
And she said it. I was late.
And still gave you a bad review.
Mm-hmm. And she would not service me. Baby, you were late. But seriously, yeah.
And policies.
But seriously, setbacks, I go and I do a lot of reflection, and I pray about it.
So it won't happen again.
It won't happen again. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
That's another gem, y'all. You gotta. If you fail one time,
it's not the end of the world. It's not. I promise you, it's not. It may feel like it right then and there. It may feel like I don't want to do this anymore. It's over. Oh, woe is me. No. You learn from that. It's not a mistake. You learn from it. You learn from it. It didn't go right the first time. It's cool. You learn from it.
And when you master that, you're gonna have another setback.
Yeah.
So you just have to prepare. Failure is okay.
It's okay. It's okay. It really is okay.
Some of the biggest companies have failed.
Absolutely.
Try to eat.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I notice a lot of people give up at the sight of failure, and like you just gotta learn what you did wrong, redo it.
Remember, I said again, the first 2 years are the hardest. That's when most businesses close.
Yeah.
The first 5 years, you will not see a profit. Do you know how much money people spend and, oh, I'm going to get it back? Baby, no, you won't. You get it back on year 5 or 6.
Yeah. It's going to take you. You'll get it back.
You get it back.
Right, you speak into existence.
Yes, you're going to get it back.
But it's going to take a while. And being a business owner, that's something you have to be mentally prepared for.
Especially if you are a service provider. because you have to be ready for all seasons. Some seasons I make more money than others.
Yeah. Christmas time is not a good season for you.
No.
Tax time is a good season.
It is.
When the people are doing better, your business will do better. That's a big thing. That's a big thing.
And two, you have to put yourself, you have to know your market.
Everybody's not your market.
No.
That's something you have to niche it down. You can't target everybody.
No.
You can't have 15-year-olds, 25-year-olds, 60. Everybody not your people.
You can't have a $100 product in a $20 neighborhood.
Right.
It's not going to work.
Let them know.
It's not going to work.
Can't get everybody.
You can't put a $20 product in a $100 neighborhood.
It ain't good enough.
It's not good enough. Martha Stewart. I love me some Martha. Martha made some pies. She baked 5 pies for a bake sale. She took them and they didn't sell.
Mm-hmm.
The prices was too low. She upped the prices on these same 5 pies and took them back. They sold out the next day. For some reason, science has shown us that when people see high prices, they automatically associate luxury with those prices.
Yep.
Same 5 pies.
Just a higher ticket.
Higher ticket.
And they got it.
What's so special? Oh, they're homemade. Oh my God, I gotta have it.
And she's successful.
I love me some Martha.
Yeah, you gotta learn. You gotta do your research.
Study the wealthy.
What is it? Think and Grow Rich is one book.
Napoleon Hill.
I'm gonna drop a book on y'all every show.
Yeah.
I'm gonna drop a book on y'all because it's important to read.
Yeah.
Oh, the biggest book is the Bible.
Oh, yeah.
Make sure you read that one. Fuck that, okay?
Catch it.
Where you gonna go without that?
Listen, I don't know all books, but I know certain scriptures to get me through when I'm going through. Catch that one. Okay.
Oh, if you don't know one, ask ChatGPT to give you one.
They will. They'll give you one.
He or she, I don't know what it is.
It, they, them.
It's gonna give it to you, okay?
Yeah.
So, Heather, my last and final question.
Okay.
What's next for you and your business?
Do I have to say?
She don't want to tell y'all.
No, I can't say that one because it's a 501c3.
Okay.
I will say that part.
I know.
But what's next for the Lady Brazilianaire is a building, a big building with lots of people.
Will it be in Fort Worth?
It will be in Texas. This building will be operated by women of color.
That's a blessing. That's gonna be amazing.
And owned by me. No, I will be operated by women of color. And that's it.
Well, you guys, you have to wait. You have to wait for that. She didn't want to give y'all too much.
Yeah,
Okay? But it's gonna be amazing.
Yeah.
You could believe that. So
Yeah.
stay tuned for that. Where can they find you on social media?
You can find me on Instagram at @the_lady_Brazilianaire. You can follow me on my website at www.theladybrazilianaire.com. You can also catch me in Fort Worth, Texas at the Women, Wives, and Wealth Conference this October 17th and 18th in Fort Worth.
All right, y'all. Well, that's the end of our show. Heather, we thank you so much for coming on. You've been a joy. You've been amazing. And we wish you the best on all your business endeavors. All right, guys. Bye. Bye-bye.